Why are all my friends suddenly talking about GameStop? And I thought Robinhood was a fictional character. Why did Elon Musk say GameStonk? Hello, and welcome to What the What, the show about fun facts and a little bit of science. And today we're talking about Robinhood and GameStop and what the heck is going on with Wall Street. If you're not into trading and buying and selling stocks, and you haven't seen The Wolf of Wall Street, Boiler Room, The Big Short, or the movie Wall Street, then you might be a little bit confused with what's happening right now. I've seen all those movies, and I'm still confused. Well, today I'm going to do my best to explain everything that's going on with GameStop, Robinhood, what is short selling, what does that mean for all of us? Maybe you're like me and you saw that Chewy founder Ryan Cohen had big plans for GameStop. He was added to the board with a couple of other Chewy fellers. This announcement was just a few weeks ago, prior to all of this Reddit chaos. And at the time I thought maybe I should buy some GameStop stock. Just a few weeks after that announcement, GameStocks went soaring. GameStocks? Well, then it was all about Robinhood. What did they have to do with GameStop? Well, today we're going to explain Robinhood, what happened with GameStop. I can't help but say that. But first, click the like button and let me know down in the comments if you have a GameStop stock. GameStop. Well, let's start by talking about Robinhood. It's an investment app built for the everyday person, the day trader. It's commission-free, it's easy to use, and on their website they say that they believe the financial system should be built to work for everyone. Okay, cool. I can dig that. The app really is very much user-friendly. It's very inviting, and they have a great podcast that talks about all the things that you need to know that's going on currently in the market. It's a very simple process for someone that's trying to learn how to invest their money. And as a Robinhood user, I felt very comfortable in the way that I was investing into some stocks. And I listened to the podcasts. So what happened? Why is everybody so mad at Robinhood? Well, because when people started to use the app that they built for everyone, they threw a temper tantrum like a little baby. They locked down the ability to sell and buy certain stocks like GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, and the cryptocurrency Dogecoin. And when that happened, in just a few hours, there were several lawsuits filed against Robinhood. So the next day, they bring things back. Well, sort of. They previously allowed their users to deposit money into the app and then instantly buy whatever stocks they were trying to purchase, even though the transfers weren't officially completed yet. Well, that stopped. Now, those funds had to be fully transferred before you could actually make the purchase, which means the price you're trying to buy it at might be long gone by the time you can actually grab a hold of it. They also removed the ability to buy fractions of a stock, which was a great option for people that can't afford to buy a full share. So, for example, if you had a stock that was worth $300, but you only had $50 in your own money to invest in that, well, you could buy a fraction of that stock. Great. Well, with the changes that they made this week, you can only buy a single GameStop stock. So, no fractions. And if you already own a fraction of the stock, you can't buy fractions to make up the difference to get to a whole. They only allow you to buy one whole stock. But again, if you already own a fraction, you're stuck. If you're ready to invest that difference, they're not helping you out. You're stuck forever with a fraction, and that's it. Robinhood only allowed for one full purchase. No more, no less. Why would they do that? Well, they claim that they're doing it to protect the new users that might be uninformed. But one could argue, or everyone could argue, that it is not their place to protect us. If it's an open market, a free market, then they should just let it ride out. In the end, Robinhood was helping the big firms, the rich, and taking away from the poor. And that's very opposite of what we know Robinhood to be. Maybe we should start a petition that they have to change their name to the Sheriff of Nottingham. Now let's look at what happened when everyday people decided to invest a ton into GameStop. As you may have seen, the Reddit group Wall Street Bets was kind of ground zero for all of this to happen. They saw that some hedge funds were betting against companies and short selling. And the plan behind short selling is pretty simple. You borrow stocks from a company, you turn around and sell those stocks, betting that those stocks will lower in value. Once they do, you buy them back and then return the borrowed stocks to the original investor. And whatever the difference was between selling and buying back, that's your profit. And that Reddit group saw this as an opportunity to attack. Their mission was to short squeeze the stock, meaning that they would quickly inflate the value of that stock, causing those short sellers to lose out a ton of money. And the short sellers would either sell the stocks they had or buy more, trying to make back some of that loss. And if they buy more, well, that just raises the price even more. The chaos around GameStop caused a nearly $20 billion loss for short sellers and hedge funds. This excitement around GameStop nearly eradicated one of the most successful hedge funds on Wall Street. The hedge fund Melvin Capital lost nearly $4 billion and had to borrow money from other investors to kind of get them out of the hole. But that's still a lot of money that's been lost. GameStop stocks jumped as much as 822% on Monday, then dropped in half on Tuesday. But thanks to Elon Musk tweeting out a single word, GameStonk, it drove the price back up and ended Wednesday at $347 per share. And we're talking about a price that was just $17 at the beginning of the year. That's madness. Then Justin Sun, labeled the Asian billionaire, tweeted out that he will be buying 10 million shares when the stock market opens up after the weekend. And if that happens, that means the prices will go even higher, which will probably cause more people to buy it, which again makes it go higher. And all of this is essentially turning Wall Street into a madhouse. So what do you need to know at the end of this video? Well, that Wall Street's garbage, and it's really just for the rich to play. And the hedge funds that specialize in this short selling are often the reason why the business that they're betting against fails in the first place. They're predicting the failure, which when they sell all of those stocks, suddenly that business is losing out on a lot of money, which results in either collapse for the business or at least thousands of employees losing their jobs. The system is broken. Wall Street doesn't have the regulations that are needed. The larger firms are able to run the market, often crapping on the little guy. Everyday people can just lose everything when they're taking these chances. Large firms can just get a bailout or move on to the next thing. And that's why Robinhood is so important in this. They were listed as an everyday user's app that opens the market up to help people out. But it went against the people, the very people that it labeled itself as helping. Even politicians on both sides got together to call for an investigation into Robinhood. I mean, AOC and Ted Cruz on the same page? Now that's a new one. The big question, though, is why are Redditors doing this? Well, maybe for a quick cash grab, but for many, they don't have a ton of money to take these kinds of risks. No, for some, the message is simple. We are in a war for the redistribution of wealth. And being somebody that has like 0.3 of a share of GameStop, clearly I'm a professional. The message right now from everybody is to hold. You have a lot of people backing you right now, including a Chinese billionaire. So we need to just hold on a little bit longer. And in the words of GameStop, power to the player. As always, thanks for watching, and what did you learn today?